Inertia TV, daily news of the day. Ooh, psychedelic. Here's Amon Ra. He doesn't have a Facebook account, but I do. And you know what? There's one of those games where it's like, list 10 albums that nobody asked me to, but I did it anyway, because that's the kind of guy I am. So it's great content. So I'm going to share that with you right now. The 10 records, albums that have had the most influence on my life as seen on my Facebook page today. All right, let's go. There it is, Facebook top 10. Beasties, bought this album at Crazy Rhythms Records, Montclair, and this was the soundtrack to my life at age 17, 18, 19, and 20 probably. And everybody I know, who I know, knows the words to Paul Revere. If you don't, then I don't think I can trust you. Among the Living, what a great record. Again, same time period as License to Ill, probably came out in 86 or 87, and was, again, the soundtrack of collegiate me. And man, this album's so good, and there's so many great songs on it, and it really is Anthrax's strongest record. Terrible album cover here, but great record. I bought this album. I walked to Crazy Rhythms and bought this album, and it was the first album I ever bought with my own money, where I laid the money down, and then I put it on my parents' turntable, and I already knew this album because I was listening to FM radio in New York, so they would play occasionally like Iron Man, Paranoid, but what got me hooked was War Pigs. When I first heard War Pigs, man, it blew me away. What a great song. Still to this day, I get goosebumps. Let There Be Rock, great record. My favorite AC/DC record. AC/DC was probably the first hard rock band I really loved. And this album is dark, I think. I feel like it's a dark record. There's like this evil tone to it. And it's got some just rockin' hits. And of course, but my favorite gem on this record is Overdose, which is a great song. And a great version of it's done by Exodus on Pleasures of the Flesh. You should check it out sometime. Numbered, woe to you, O earth and sea. Yeah, this is a great record. The funny thing, at this time, I'd been listening to Little Maiden with Paul Di'Anno, and when I heard Bruce Dickinson, I wasn't 100% sold at the time. And there was a while there where there was a lot of debate between Maiden fans about Dickinson or Di'Anno. I think that pretty much ended when Peace of Mind came out, but this record is so good. And there's some other Maiden that's just as good, but this record is the one that got me hooked on Maiden. Plus, Hallowed Be Thy Name. Come on. Now, I could have gone with Kill 'Em All, but I went with Ride the Lightning. I had both albums on a Megaforth label. I got them from, Rock and Roll Heaven. But this was the album that I think, Kill 'Em All is so great, but this album has something about it. I really was blown away by Fade to Black at the time, as a teenage kid. It was such a powerful song. And then Creeping Death, again, is one of those incomparable masterpieces. What a great record. The Priest, this was the album, like a lot of people, I really love The Priest, but what I got into him was You Got Another Thing Coming, in a video on MTV where the guy's pants get blown off, and Rob Halford with all the spikes and leather and stuff. I thought he was the manliest, coolest macho dude ever, and I love this record. And Electric Eye still, I think, is one of the best metal songs ever. I got into punk rock. I like the hardcore stuff of the 80s, and Dead Kennedys were my favorite, and there's politics and stuff. At this album, I don't even know if it was a full album, like an EP, and not a lot of songs on it, but besides the classic Nazi Punks, Fuck Off, We Got a Bigger Problem Now is a really meaningful song, and it just goes to show, the more things change, the more they stay exactly the same. Venom. This was the first real extreme metal band, and I got totally into Venom. And believe it or not, at the time, they were scary, man. Look at that, Baphomet, Pentagram, and all the songs about Satan and Satanism, and Nobody really know at that time. They were only in like the fan magazines and maybe Kerrang, like the European mag. Like you didn't know a lot about them. You just assumed they were like bloodthirsty Satan worshippers. And this record's got some great songs, Angel Dust, and I love In League with Satan. Ding, 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 ding. I mean, it's got backwards messages. It's got everything you want. You knew this would be here. Enough said. Greatest record ever made, and I don't even really have to tell you much about it, because if you don't know this album, I don't want to know you. And there you have it, the Facebook 10 albums. There it was, Facebook Top 10. Hey, Amon Rao really wants to know what's in your top 10, man. Share down below or somewhere, or post it on your Facebook page. Nobody has to tag you. Share. It's the beauty of Facebook, man. It allows you to express yourself. And you know what? If nobody wants to know it, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty of it. If you're a creative person like me and you need an outlet, it's a great outlet. And if nobody wants to look at it, they don't have to. You know? Anyway, that's it for this episode of Inertia TV Daily News of the Day. Oh my God, taco night.